Okay, I'm weary, but I'm fucking happy. I'm overexcited because I've been face to face with Jack today. I mean, we did a lot of practice in an impeccable way, and I feel a kind of exuberance resides within me, and my exhilaration has no limits today. I'm so just grateful and thankful and just maybe even overwhelmed and astonished with what happened. I've never been so far away in my English, and I've been with a native speaker face to face, and we've been discussing a bunch of random stuff. Let's say maybe 2 hours and 2 hours and a half, and that's been enough for me to get weary. My tongue got twisted and intertwined with these parts, and I just could bear able to speak in the very end, but I was fucking overwhelmed and extremely fucking happy. And as for my language of today, this word fucking wasn't overlooked in today's practice. It's been overdone, I should say. Not exactly overdone, but maybe put it in certain points correctly at the right period of time, I should say. And that guy, nicest ever guy, whose name is Jack, he's my colleague now, and we became even, I don't know, maybe friends. I see him as a friend actually, and I don't know how he sees me, my personality, my weird personality, and I got lost the train of thoughts. What I was gonna say, and we were just previously, once we arrived at our local venue, we haven't had not but Tanya in our practice today. On my way there, I received a phone call from her, and she reported that she wouldn't participate in today's meeting, and I was kind of maybe disappointed and demotivated in a way. But I turned to the good side in 10 minutes, because I realized that in the absence of any not interested people, I can even feel more just English than I can ever feel within having those people in my practice, and without having in the absence of having interested about English people. I feel much better because I can get rid of all the extra unnecessary stuff that falls apart, and yourself and Jack and me, and we were good, we were impeccable about it in English interpret practice of today. We switched languages actually, and that was me who interpreted from today. It was in the way that I interpreted from English into Russian. He was trying to follow the native pace of speech with his accent, and I kind of failed several times and asked him to do slightly lower rate of speech, and for me to be able to interpret what's been said, and I've done pretty good with that at a lower rate of speech, because he speaks very good in native accent, and I haven't got used to that accent yet, and I'm on my way, and we'll see how it goes with this thing of our practices. And I promise to find another girl, and I won't be just reminding Tanya about our meetings. We'll see how it goes by itself, without any notices, and just inviting things, you know what I'm saying? Because I invited a lot of just times, and a lot of people were invited, but nobody's come, because it's my practice, my world, and Jack was put in that world for some reason. I don't even fucking know the reason why Oksana brought him into my life, and gave me such a brilliant and impeccable possibility to practice my English, and I'm doing this, and Oksana, if you're hearing this and listening to my voice here, that's when I should say thanks a lot to you for bringing Jack into my life, and that's been a lot that he gave to me, and he pulled my English up, and he gave me the sense that I'm fully just immersed into purest English practice, and I'm kind of like have my own skills to handle with every turn where it goes in my English, and I feel kind of confidence at every angle, at every situation where I'm immersed in, and I feel confidence in English, and I apply my skills that I already have aboard, and I learn new things, and I just let that flow bring me whatever side it turns. I'll be with it. I'll be with my adorable English, and with Jack, if he doesn't quit doing our practices, I hope so. He doesn't quit. Who knows, the live tracks, And correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody of us is free. Excuse me, I'm stumbling here because I spoke a lot today, a lot pertaining to me, not for someone else who might speak endlessly. I might speak, and I can speak endlessly if somebody doesn't stop me. And let's say today I try to be as fluent as I could, and I kind of gave excerpts of my English as they are, and I revealed the version of English that I owe these days, and I kind of do what I do, and it's the hardest pieces that I get through these days, because I feel kind of that English language has been converted into not second language, it's converted into my native one, second native one. Let's put it this way. And I always felt kind of that I wanted to study English. I wanted to just not study, but train more in my English, drill my pronunciation, my speaking abilities, and my apprehension skills, and my expansion of my vocabulary is also included in this picture of my self-development. And I don't know if I can know what to add to that point, and just brilliant, beautiful life as is, and Jack and me were doing our practice. That's something, guys, I'm telling you, that's been something. He pulled me up a lot. I felt kind of I was flying in the skies over the rooftops of our nice vicinities. That was still me sitting in that library doing our practice on the chair beside the table, and there was a Jack in front of me, and we were doing our English Russian thing, you know what I'm saying, and we were good at that. What can I add? Nothing, just to have it or leave it, or just to hear to these rubbish, or you may quit it in now man, and just I'm not begging you to be here. And if you are still watching this, that's when I applaud you. I applaud you for your patience, for being on my channel, in my life, I should say. And thanks again for all those occasional strangers that occurred on my way up, and occurred on my way of self-expansion of my personality. And let's say today I met another friend of mine. She became a friend of mine. I see her as a friend. I don't know about her attitudes to me, but still I felt kind of mutual response that were between us, and we were chatting, we were just doing a friendly banter, and over just not a banter, maybe general related standpoint conversation so far, but still very advancing with our communication. And there was a girl whose name was and still is Lily. She's a Native American girl. She's only arrived, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago, or even less than 2 weeks, and she tried to speak good Russian, and I spoke with her in English, and the conversation was lit and kept in the purest version of American version of English language, and I was over fucking excited about it, and the exuberance resides within me. And what I should say, I'm expanding my world of my English, and that's the right girl that I met on my way. And again, I'll be maybe chatting with her. We'll see how it goes. And that's the approach that I just when I see people for the first time, I only mark my interest towards them, and then I allow them to take the first step into near or to step back out of me, and to see their reaction happening in front of my own eyes. And when I see the response, the kind of response that I get this determines the actions that I'll be undertaking further on in order to approach that personality or to quit communicating to that person. We'll see how it goes with Lily, but I have a good hunch and a good attitude, and I felt good attitude from her. And she kind of was giving off some energy flows, and I felt that stuff, and I kind of contributed in our conversation. I felt that stuff coming to me, and I gave her a response back again, and we were just having good mood conversation, and we were just chatting about nothing. And on the whole, I should say that was good and lit, and I'll be doing my next step towards her, and I'll be trying to approach her from a good guy standpoint as I really are, and we'll see how it goes by my natural magnetism, and I will use that for approaching that girl and for approaching any other lit peeps that might appear my way, and we'll see how it goes with it. And if will it ever happen, we'll see with how we'll handle with that, and where I'll be succeeding at that, whether I won't be succeeding. We'll see how it goes by its natural way. And it's not it actually. I'll be adding something. I want to add something extra, because I noticed that I make video around 11 minutes, and I will make around 11 minutes, and I have to add more extra steps of my English on my way, on my ladder to my adorable pinnacle of my English mountain where I want to be. And I'll be there, and I'm nearing this with tiny steps with the help of all these lit peeps that surround me these days in my present moment of my life, I should say. And thanks again for all those far people, close people, all those lit audiences that surround me these days, and who helps me to grow, helps me to polish my English in all the ways. And I cannot even fucking mention Jack again, because he fucking gives me the hardest and the most lush pieces that I could ever have in my English, and I've had it, and I'm fucking can't tell you what I feel right now. I feel exuberance and full, being appeased, being contented, and still starving to know more, and enhancing. I want to enhance my speaking, where I would be skills related to English. I'll be on them. I'll be just polishing and refining them as long as I can live, and I'll never quit if I don't die. I promise. In all honesty, and that's fucking about it about today. And see all the gals and girls, and all the dudes and dudettes who might follow my channel, and all the subscribers are also included, and new viewers. If you become my subscriber, I wouldn't mind about that at all. And have a nice one, and see you all in a while. See you all, bye.